It makes me think of what is it? All things it devours. Birds, beasts, trees, flowers, gnaws iron, bites steel, grinds hard stones to meal, slays kings, ruins towns, and beats high mountains down. There you go. What's the riddle, guys? Who knows the answer to the riddle? That would be a really good channel points thing. Read a riddle. Oh, that's a great idea. Thanks for that idea, guys. Read a riddle. And everyone's got to guess it. Bring the repaired pickups to Wa? Where? Oh, I got distracted. Go on ahead. Okay. Oh, bit of lag. Just bought a new webcam. Nice, Meowcat. How's your neck? Anyways, good. It's a bit better. The wear the helmet channel points thing is back online. It is feeling quite a bit better. I just like twinged it a little bit, you know? It's one of those like, because I went to the physio on like Friday last week and he like was punching my back. Which was good, but painful, you know? You know how it is. But I feel like, and then I got home and I like moved really quickly and twinged something in my neck. And I think it was just because things moving around in my back made something happen. But it is good now. I just had to regen. Post my cat pics in the channel. Nice, nice. That's the pets channel is like one of the most popular. Guys, stop throwing things in the water. Come on. Have you learned nothing? Did you not watch Fellowship of the Ring? I return, Tristan, until my phone dies. Nice, Tristan. Well, we're currently doing some of these quests right close up to Moria. I'll check in on the Discord as well when I get a chance, or like after stream as well. I'll get too distracted looking at things. Alright, cool. Those pickaxes will be a great help. Even if you took your time bringing them here, our workers are almost through the rubble already. Don't worry about that. What's done is done. I'm more concerned with this pool. There's something about it I don't like. It makes me feel uneasy. Some of my dwarves have been casting stones into the water, and I'd appreciate if you could get them to stop. It makes me nervous. At least Broger's thinking, right? He is the bro, after all. The #1 bro. Tell dwarves to stop. Stop. Stop throwing stones in the water. Oh. Wait. It's not working. New cloak. Oh. Stop it, Rockier. I didn't mean any harm. Oh, you. Sebby, you too. Tell you the truth, this pool makes me nervous too. I'll leave it alone. Bori. Come on, Bori. No. You should know better, Bori. I'm just bored of all this waiting around. Fair enough, but also, you should know better. Alright, very good. I appreciate your help. I understand that many of my dwarves are restless, but there's just something about that water I don't like. I will be relieved when the workers have finished removing the rubble from in front of the gate and we can leave this unpleasant shore. There you are, Cousin Bozzy. How goes the work, friends? Remove rubble. Do this. Gate. Oh, I'm so keen to get in here, guys. I'm keen to have a little chat about where we've been and stuff. I'm kind of just going to wing it and just talk. I've got a couple little notes of where we've been and the level ranges and stuff, but like, I'm just going to kind of talk about it and see how it goes, and then hopefully it's enough for to edit into a video. Tonight that will be ours again. What is it? Is something wrong? I'm going to get into bear form. I'm going to lag into bear form. Remain on your guard. It is time for me... Oh. It's time for me to go count sheep. Have an excellent rest of your stream. I will lurk it up, so take me on an adventure. Okay, Ganto. Enjoy. I will. I'll take you on an adventure. As soon as we finish these book things, I'm going to be going through that, what we've done and that sort of thing. Yeah, hope you have a lovely sleep of counting sheep. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Water looks so still. Something's in the water. I guess it was nothing. Yeah. Meh. Don't worry about my cat staring at him. I like it. Rejoice! Dwarves of my company, Khazad-dûm awaits! For Khazad-dûm. Oh. Uh-oh. They got Broin. Tentacles! Get to the out. Oh, I can't fight them. True. Go! We must get back to the outpost. Help! To get help! Run! Get away from the tentacles! Oh. I like rusty spoons. I like to touch them. I'll save anyone from cringing too hard from continuing that sentence. I get the reference though. Well, we just ran away from the dwarves. Hope they're okay. We heard shouting. We were beset by some enemy. Oh yes, Bozzy, Broger's back. War. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know if his son made it. Honestly, this shit's so funny. You see how the flesh of that creature deflected our blows. We need more than ordinary weapons if we wish to stand against the Watcher of the Black Pool. It waited in the depths, watching as we strove to open the door and struck just as we were most vulnerable. Curse its foul hide from taking Broin and many other fine dwarves inside. They will be revenged, but for now we must retreat. Okay. We need a new weapon, guys, it seems like. We are in full retreat, huge Jacques-man. The beast of the pool is too much for our meager weapons. If only we've had some relic of the old days, we might stand a chance against the creature. The weapons of our fathers were of the stronger and keener make, their craft forgotten. Today's forge skill is lesser. A cache of weapons was discovered in one of the caves here nearby shortly after we arrived. Perhaps one of these will stand worthy as a bane to this monster. Okay. Get some heavy armor. That looks pretty good. Ooh. Also, that looks... Get the heavy armor, because that's going to be better if we swap out the set, which we should probably swap out. Here we go! Legendary weapons! We dare not approach our camp until we find some way to defeat the creature. A number of our dwarves of expedition are resting at Khazad-dûm and just to the west. Speak to Hundi over there. I will do. My friend took a pic of my cat while I have my webcam on, so that's an emote on their Discord server, and she put it on her Twitch. So that's so good. I love that emote. It is such a good emote. Alright.
What do you need?
What are we gonna go with, guys? Two-handed axe? I think I'm just gonna go with two-handed axe. Well, you can use a spear as a Bjorning. That's cool. Well, we don't even get to pick between a sword. So I guess I will just go axe. Yeah. We're gonna go two-handed axe. We're gonna do it. I want one. Yeah. Nice. Still fighting with my computer till the death, though. Yeah, true. With your space. All right. Two-handed. Yeah, we're gonna go two-handed axe. Cool. Socketed items. We know all this. Talk to Dilithan by the forges in Rivendell. You do not reforge your new weapon until you're instructed to do so. Okay. It's like, do not. Do not. Now, we're going to leave the Fall to Moria sort of thing for a bit. We might do that when we come back out. I want to get to the Gates of Moria and do this little thing before I run out of energy. I'm on my peak energy part right now. I need to take advantage of it. Speaking of, turns out I have an SSD. That's the one that's the problem. Oh, well, didn't you say you actually, it's just a really small SSD that your operating system's on, right? Which is always the most annoying thing to deal with. I've dealt with that before, and I've had like a small one and then had to get a big one, and you really just have to reinstall. I don't know, like, there are other ways of doing it, but doing a clean reinstall is just so much simpler. But yeah, it's too small. Yeah, exactly. Best advice is like save and get like a good big one. I already am dealing with a small one again. Like, how big's mine? Like, I only have a 250 gig SSD. It's not enough. But I also have a bigger SSD now as on like a second drive that I install everything on, so I don't have anything actually installed on that SSD. It's just Windows and old stuff. But yeah. Might see if I can steal an SSD from my laptop. I don't know. Like, laptop SSDs are quite a bit different. See how you go. If you're thinking about getting like an extra one on the side, then yeah. But if you're also thinking about upgrading your current one that your operating system was, I'd suggest just getting a big one. Because you're just going to deal with the same thing in the future at some point if you don't, you know? Save future Meowcat in a couple of years. Cool. Legendary items can be enhanced in a number of ways as you adventure in Middle-earth. Their base stats can increase along with yours as well. They can be slotted with a wide assortment of traceries. These traceries can be further enhanced by runes. It's cool to actually describe all this. I don't remember this. There are varieties that can be, among them are heralds, words of power, words of mastery, words of craft. They're slotted onto your items in much the same way as essences. Cool. So now, our heraldry, we probably want to go with lion, right? I wonder if any of you LOTRO vets are here to help me. I mean, outgoing healing rating with might. That sounds kind of good. Healing might. But surely we just want line, right? I think we're just going to get line or ox. Ox is more defensive, isn't it? Ox is more vitality. Okay. We'll go lion. Yeah, especially because it's just our weapon. Sure.
Will you hear my sorrow?
Talk to Snar the Forge Master. Can do. Thank you, Az, for being there.
Greetings, traveler.
I blew the horn and it was answered. Talk to Dilthon. This quiet weapon you found. If you wish to reforge it. Alright, cool. Now you understand your weapon's potential. You must return to Holland at once and show Rathwold. Go at once, friend. I deem that weapon has come forth from the very fibers of legend for this purpose. Sweet. Now, how do I open... It's here, right? There we go. So you drag it onto this little spot here. And we can put a... Can we put a heraldry on it yet? No, we don't have a spot for it yet. Do we need to reforge it?
Greetings, traveler.
Guess we'll name it. Oh, what are we gonna call it? I gotta call it like hardcore. Did it say not to reforge? I mean, it's said. I don't know. It said when he tells you to do it. Hey, Death. Hello. Or was that before you talked? That yeah, I don't know. It kind of said don't until he tells you to. You can also do shift double click on the weapon to open that UI. Ah. Cool, that's handy. Good to know. Didn't actually know what's in the screen is broken on it and I can't use it right now because it's so... At least I get to use some true. I'm not actually sure. Should I just reforge it? Because it said until this guy tells me and I guess we're leaving this guy now, right? We're going to call it Hardcore Great Axe. Contains vulgarity? Is it because of hardcore? I'm not allowed to hardcore. Oh my god. Unbelievable. God. Great axe of one life. The name you've selected would not be appropriate. Oh my god. One life. Wait, what about great axe of one life? Yes. Okay, we got it. It was one. The fact it had a number in it. Okay, now we can put heraldries on it. Lovely. Now, 2 words of mastery and 2 words of... Do we want to go quickly head to Rivendell? We're going to head to Rivendell, Death. I'm on a mission. I've got to go. We're going to head up to the actual House of Imladris, right? To House of Elrond, I mean. Find the room where we can get all the upgrades. I guess we could kind of do this afterwards, actually. You know what? Actually... Okay, I see you following death, but we have a slight change of plans, alright? we got to change of plans, come back this way. We're going to go back to Eregion and we're going to actually do that, hand it in, because I'm going to go to the gates of Moria and we're going to have a little chat about our adventures so far, now that we're level 50 and we're going into Moria. And then once we've done that, and I've gone into Moria, I'm going to come back. We can look at our legendary items. I'm going to do a heap of crafting as well. Get up to date with the crafting and that, because I'm well behind with crafting. So yeah, we're going to head there first.
How can I be of service?
You'll get the carving after the next quest anyway. Okay, good point anyway to just do it. This takes us straight there. Yeah, awesome. Because, yeah, I wanted to just get to the part where we can go into Moria and then stop. And then we're going to go into Moria after I've done my little chat. Which I am sort of giving a lot of lead up to it. But it's not going to be that wild. It'll just be me talking for a little bit. I just want to do it while I have energy. Do we have to go back inside? Oh, wait, him. This guy.
Perhaps
Forged anew. Did that weapon of the elder days prove worthwhile, or was it just a fruitless chase? Rathwold's eyes widen in surprise. This weapon has become even more powerful in your hands, Hugh Jackman. Surely now we'll have the strength to stand against the horror in that foetid pool.
Perhaps there is still hope.
Talk to Rathweld and travel to face the Watcher. Alright. Seeker of deep places. So this unlocks us being able to go into there. Okay.
I hope you know
Let's
what
go.
you're doing, friend.
Dire is the creature called the Watcher in the Water by the dwarves, an ancient evil called forth by the Dark Lord. Perhaps through the power of legend, a way can be seen past the terror.
Sons of Gondor, of Rohan, my brothers. Yes, the foul creature that watches from within the depths of the pool will feel the sharp bite of your weapon and be afraid. Stride forth. I should actually equip the weapon, shouldn't I? Stride forth and teach it a lesson it will be long in forgetting. Do this not just for the sake of Khazad-dûm, but for the memory of Broin, taken by that foul creature. My nephew deserved a better fate than to die in that thing's grasp. When you've driven off or slain the creature, we will be unopposed and may walk into Moria unhindered. Alright, let's go. Oh. We also have a new sword, an axe. Sword no longer. Feels weird. This is it. We're going to be using a great axe for the far future now.
May Durian return soon to his halls.
The beast returns. It's alright, guys. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. Taste my axe claws. That's right. I have legendary claws now. Really don't want to fall into that water. So. The water is safe? Okay, that's good at least. In case we slip off. Protect Brogia. Show yourself, monster. Show yourself. Swipe, 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 swipe. There's an instance with the Watcher later in Moria where the water is not safe, though. Yeah, okay. It's the one with the actual raid one, right? Where you, like, walk on the bridge and stuff that falls down? Or it's like the pillar that falls down? I feel like I remember that. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of when I thought about the water. The creature withdraws! We have done it. We have driven the Watcher from the doors of Durin, and now the dwarves of our expedition may pass into the mines of Moria. The weapons we found have proven in the defense, friend. Yes, my dwarves have equipped themselves from the same cache, and the creature has learned to fear the sharp bite of the iron garrison. Nice. You have avenged my nephew Broin as well, and all the dwarves have been who have been lost to this creature. It retreats now through dark passages. May its withering, reeking arms never trouble us again. I cannot thank you enough for this. Not only have you driven off the beast that kept us out of Moria, but you've avenged my son as well. I will never forget your great services to me, and I will always be in your debt at your service. Orion spoke often of combat and great heroics. He would have marveled at your battle with the fierce Watcher. Finish. Alright. That too, I mean the quest instance. Oh, okay, there's an actual, like, instance, is there? True. I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
We will reclaim the lost halls of Khazad-dûm.
Alright. We get a big helmet. Survivor of the Watcher. That's what we want, right?
Perhaps there is still hope.
Oh. Yawning's carving. Talk to Took.
And so it was that the Iron Garrison passed the doors of Durin and entered the dark of Moria. But they were not the first to brave the mines, nor will they be the last.
Uh-oh. A battle of Morgoth. The doors of Durin. It'll be fun to get all the Moria gear from now on. Your outfits will be a lot better. Yeah. We'll get to look Moria-like. That's what's cool about... Oh, look at this, guys. We did it. We're here. At the gates of Moria. Oh my god. This is so exciting. Oh. Well, while we're here at these gates, gonna look over the swampy land a bit while we're here. Maybe we should... Can we close this door at all? Or is that just gonna make us go in there? I don't think we can close that. Thinking where I want to stand. Like here, maybe. Yeah, this is good. Alright. Well, I'm gonna read through some stuff and kind of talk a bit about what we've done on our adventure so far. I apologize if I am like not reading chat for a little bit or not responding to anything. I'm just going to kind of focus on this and get this done and sort of talk through things. But yeah, I'm going to talk a bit about our adventure so far from level 1 to 50 in Eriador and all the sort of places we've been and a little bit about sort of what we've done. I am then going to be editing it into a video for the YouTube with cut up sort of clips from our adventures on the way. So it will kind of be me chatting a bit. This is kind of going to be a bit of a voiceover in a way for a lot of it. So yeah, I might just go through and talk a bit about that. Have a little bit of things to read off of like what we've sort of done, but I'm generally just going to kind of spiel about it. We started our journey in Bjorn's hut, the sort of to the east of Moria. We're actually on our way now. We leveled from like 1 to 6 there, very start of our adventure, essentially. And then we headed over to Bree. Bjorn himself sent us over there to aid the people of Eriador, and we made our way over to the town of Archet, which was under attack when we got there, actually. It was burnt down, in fact, and we spent about 2 levels there up until we got to level 8 in Archet. Journeying around, getting our first taste of combat as a Bjorning as well, like figuring out the ropes of a Bjorning and our skills. It is our first time ever playing Bjorning, so I didn't really know what I was getting myself into at all. Once we got out of Archet at level 8, we made our way into the Chetwood Forest in Bree, in sort of the Breeland area. And that was our first sort of like moment getting deep into the woods, fighting brigands and wolves and all those sort of sorts, coming across some signature enemies and more harder sort of fights. After that, once we were about like level 13, we made our way into the Midgewater Marsh, which was pretty cool, heading into the marshlands, which the Fellowship, or not the Fellowship actually, but Aragorn and the 4 hobbits had made their way through, heading towards Weathertop and towards Rivendell. So we were kind of in and around that marsh, the Midgewater Marshes, fighting bugs and goblins. That was kind of our first time ever seeing goblins or anything like that as well. After that, we made our way over to the Old Forest in the western parts of Breeland, meeting up with Tom Bombadil to help him on his journeys with bits and bobs, but also tracking down where the sort of the hobbits had gone and the Nazgul that were following them, essentially. So we went into the Old Forest, and then we made our way into the Burrow Downs, which was probably where things started to get a bit more intense as well, with all of the wights and the undead and the crawlers and the barghests, all those strange creatures that we found in the barrows. Things got a bit harder, fighting in the tombs of the Burrow Downs, going into those tombs and getting into some deep combat, having to really clear our way all the way through, and not look back until we made it to the end. From there, in the Burrow Downs, after we aided Tom Bombadil, which we were about like level 21 by that point, we made our way into the Lone Lands, following behind Aragorn and the 4 hobbits into the Forsaken Inn and the areas around Weathertop. We helped Candath at his camp there with a whole lot of tasks, defeating all sorts of creatures from goblins to orcs to, spiders and all sorts around the Lone Lands. We made our way up into Osgurth in the Lone Lands too, the middle sort of northeastern parts of the Lone Lands. And when we got there, we actually started a little detour. We went over to the North Downs, north of Bree. We went into Threstlebridge and helped the townfolk there with some quests and helping them rebuild their town, which has been sort of destroyed and attacked by orcs. We also went into the Fornost Fields, or the Fields of Fornost, just below the ancient wreckage of the sort of castle of Fornost, or the city, which was an old Dunedain city, the last to fall, actually. We did some quests around there. We spent a couple levels there until we were like level 28. And then we came back to the Lone Lands, back to Osgurth, and started to aid Radagast the Brown with his mission to clear the undead and all sorts of unsavory creatures from that area, saving the critters and animals from harm and from danger. We also made our way down into Harlock, the marshlands of the Lone Lands, where there is trolls and all sorts of creatures. We had our first fight with trolls, actually, in fact, down in the sort of southeastern marshes of the Lone Lands, which was quite fun to have some troll combat. But yeah, We spent a bit of time in there in the Lonelands up until we got to level 30, which was a big milestone for us. Once we got to level 30, we were heading to Evendim, which was huge. I was really excited to go to Evendim. And yeah, we went there. We went to Oatbarton, which is the sort of like a hobbit area of Evendim, just off the borders of the Shire. And we helped them prepare for a feast or like a festival of some kind, doing sort of little quests around there, which was a nice change up from our normal sort of fighting and combat that we were normally doing for a long time. So we got to level 30. Our achievement was some relaxing, collecting quests, collecting eggs and food and all sorts. But it wasn't long till we had to get back into combat, back into Evendim and the sands of Evendim, running around there, fighting all sorts of bandits and scavengers around the old sort of Dunedain ruins in that area. We then made our way over to King's Crossing, I believe it's called, the King's Crossing in Evendim, and over to Tinadur and Ostforad. So fighting bandits, tomb raiders. We had some close calls, not too much, We, had our first meeting with Death himself coming across us in Evendim and following us around, hoping that we might die and he might consume our tasty, hardcore essence. But we have not yet, and we will continue. Maybe in Moria, who knows? But yes, we spent quite a lot of time in Evendim. We then jumped a bit between the North Downs as well, completing some of our book quests, catching up with things and all sorts. We stayed in Evendim until about level 38. And then once we got to 38, we had run out of things to do in Evendim. And so we made our way into the Troll Shores. It was in the North Downs. Oh, there you go. So our first meeting with Death was actually in the North Downs. I stand corrected. But it may have been the first time we realized who Death really was in Evendim. But yeah, so after that point, we made our way into the Troll Shores, the Western Troll Shores, a place that I didn't really want to go to be honest. I was quite scared of the Troll Shores and the sort of the risky hills and the tight-netted areas there and the trolls, all sorts of scary stuff. But we had to go there. We needed to get 2 more levels before we could move on to Angmar and into other areas. So we went to the Western Troll Shores, into Troll Country, through mountainous paths and hostile terrain, and completed our book quests there as well, doing some pretty hard fights in troll caves and that sort of thing. Had some close calls, going and finding where the Nazgul were, after the Fords of Bruin, and the Nazgul that were sort of washed away at the Fords of Bruin when Frodo was being taken to Rivendell. So one of those Nazgul survived and escaped, and we were tracking them down, trying to figure out where they were, which is where a lot of our quests went from this point onwards in relation to the Nazgul. After the Troll Shores, where did we go after the Troll Shores? After the Troll Shores, we were level 40. We finally reached level 40, and we made our way to Angmar, to Ramduith, the lower areas of Angmar. We got into some pretty interesting combat situations, fighting orcs and Merival, in particular, a particularly hard Merival cave that we decided to go and fight in. Not right into the cave, but we did get into some pretty hard fights there. Definitely quite a hardcore danger spike, that's for sure. At that point, we had most of our kit with us, of our skills, our heals, all sorts of those different things. We figured out our rotations. Before then, it was a lot more discovering all these new things and piecing them all together. We also began Bingo Boffin's questline, which we're going to be going back and doing more as well, and catching up with that. After that, in Angmar, we had to jump when we got to Orghair, I believe that's how you pronounce it, something like that. We had a bit of a jump in quest levels, so we actually made our way back to Rivendell and up into the Misty Mountains, into Gloin's camp, to help him with his quest to track down the Nazgul up in the Misty Mountains and with the book quests. We went into the high crags and the high passes of the Misty Mountains from level 41 to 43. We did quests for dwarves and elves through harsh landscape, fighting wolves and giants and all sorts. We had a lot of fun in the Misty Mountains. And then once we got to level 43, we made our way back to Angmar to continue our quests in Orkhair, to do Cranog's questline, I believe, and help him with his task. We also went back to Angmar to complete a sort of big milestone, which was to do the book quests to allow us to pass into the swamps of Angmar, into Malinhad. So we did that quest, which was a bit scary, you know. Yeah, look, it was a bit of a scary situation, that quest. I did not want to do it, but we did it, and we didn't die, which was good. And we could then pass through the swamps. We had many epic fights, epic wins, all sorts. We then, after Angmar, decided to change it up a bit. We made our way to Forestshell, to Kupakota in Forestshell, and we met the Loseth faction there and started to gain reputation with them, doing some missions for them to allow us access into the larger parts of Forestshell, the wild tundra of Forestshell that it is. We fought many wargs, we had fights with big scary deer and other things like that. We also sung a bit of tunes once we got into Pinty Peldot in the middle of Forestshell, and we didn't stay there too long. In Forestshell, we were there from about level 45 to level 46. I wanted to get out of there. I don't like Forestshell too much, especially as a hardcore. But after that, we made our way over to the Wildwood, one of the new areas in Lord of the Rings Online, through the Trader's Wharf and Threstlebridge. We grinded quests there, we defeated wild beasts and orcs and all sorts and scouted around. And yeah, we got into some pretty intense questing in the Wildwood for a level or so, until we're about level 47. And then before making our way to Eregion, which was the big goal at level 48, we actually got just towards the end of level 47, and then we headed over to Angmar to quickly scout out a stable over in Angmar. We then made our way to Eregion, where we are now. We went to Gringris and Etched Eregion, which we were only there last stream, doing quests around there. Before that, we even were at Rivendell, watching as the Fellowship departed, and we then headed into Eregion sort of just after them. And we've been doing some quests in Eregion in relation to the Fellowship and tracking down where they were and their campsites and all that sort of thing. And trying to find any things they left behind that could be potential bits of information for the enemy that we should take from the enemy before it could reveal their quest for Mordor. So yeah. And that leads us really to today's stream. Doing some quests around Eregion. Doing the quests up into Moria, the expedition quests. Helping all the dwarves get in. And discovering the Watcher of the Waters still here. Having to go and forge our legendary sword to be able to defeat them. And that leads us here, guys. That leads us here at the hidden door into Moria. We leave behind the conquered area door with our dangers faced and deaths survived, making our way into the depths of Khazad-dûm. Now let's make the final step and enter the hidden doors of Moria, am I right? I believe there's a word, though, that's required to enter. What is the Elvish word for friend? Melon. Durin's Threshold. We've made it, guys. Into Moria and into Durin's Threshold. Level 1 to 50 behind us and more levels ahead of us. some good music. Some good music. But yeah, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed that. For anyone that missed out when I was saying the start, Geo, you just got in here. I was just doing a little chat about our adventures. Just a little quick thing. I'm going to be putting a video out on the YouTube, kind of going through our levels from 1 to 50, and I thought I would sort of stop at the gates and sort of briefly talk about what we've done and where we've been. And yeah, but I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope you all enjoyed listening to that live. You know, it will be probably quite a bit different in the video, edited down, and me probably going over with voiceovers and all sorts, but I thought I'd just try do something. Yeah, probably could have gone into a bit more detail with things, but that's what I'll do post, you know. Hope you guys enjoyed that though. It was a bit of a tangent from I just didn't read chat for a while. Was wondering about bingo. Yeah, we've got to get back to bingo. I'm new. I'm just casually playing as a runekeeper dwarf. Yeah, hell yeah. The next adventure awaits, exactly.
Khazad-dûm awaits.
So yeah, we'll be doing another sort of thing like that once we get to the end of Moria as well. And every expansion from now, which will take probably a similar amount of time. But yeah, it's been a big adventure from level 1 to 50, that's for sure. We've been to a lot of different places with a lot of different things to talk about. So yeah. Alright. Got our new helmet. Yawning's carving. Guess we get that.
The dwarves will prevail.
You must aid the people during threshold. So this one is level 43. Oh, okay, that's up there. Okay, cool.
We have little time to speak.
Level 51.
Set in motion.
So we could actually get a couple of levels. Like we could get to level 51 first. Endurance threshold has been discovered. I'm going to set my milestone here, and then we're going to go do some sort of chill stuff. Do some crafting. Check out our legendary things. Gonna equip that. And yeah. Get right into it.
Abide here a moment and speak.
Yeah, I reckon we can probably get like another half a level if we really wanted to. So you could actually go, it's as funny as it is that we have now got into Moria, we could actually just go back to Regian. I'm just going to use a teleport. I reckon we just get straight into Moria though. There'll be lots of extra quests and stuff we can do to catch up. We're back to Bree, I think.
How can I
I'm gonna do some crafting in Bree. We'll do some crafting and then we'll go to our legendary items. Bev, player, welcome in. Hope you're well. How are you going? You just missed our little Moria intro that we did, talking about all the places we've been. But don't worry, it wasn't that crazy. It was just me ranting a little bit about all the different things we've done and all the areas we've been mainly and what levels and stuff. But I am going to be turning into a YouTube video, sort of summarizing a recap on our adventures from level 1 to 50 and everything we've done. So, yeah, Yeah, should have joined earlier. Yeah, true. No, it's all good though. It's all good. It'll be up in a sort of a video format in the week, I'm sure, soon. I'm going to be working on it hard and getting that all together. But yeah, I wanted to kind of stand outside of Moria and talk a bit just off the top of my head of the places I've been with a couple of general notes. And then I'm going to go back and edit that into a video with clips from our adventures the whole time, you know, so it'll be me kind of saying like, you know, oh yeah, we're going into this area, and then cutting to like a sort of a clip from back then, you know, and how things were. Things have changed a lot, you know. We've come a long way, that's for sure. So it'll be a cool video. And it'll be cool for people wanting to kind of catch up with the series that might not want to go back and watch everything, you know. And I'll be doing one of them every expansion we get to in the future. Oh, we can actually use this now. Oh. Did we not do that? Seek for deep places. I've got that. What? Oh, that's the old legendary items. Can't believe that's still there. You got the carving? Yeah, yep. The Yawning's carving. Hmm. Yeah, I did the final quest. I've got the forward quest for book 2 now. Feels like home to be back in Bree. Might just be a relog thing. True. I might do that. Let's see. It does feel like home. Yesterday, I attempted my first ever Shire to Mordor run at level 5. Got killed by some mobs at the end of Misty Mountains. You should give it a try too. It was super fun. At Misty Mountains? Why were you going into the Misty Mountains? I guess, like, because how do you... Well, oh, wait. Like, because would you have to go around? Because you couldn't go through Moria, could you? Oh, man. I don't even know how you'd do that, right? But I guess maybe. But yeah, it has been mentioned before, and I was thinking of doing... A couple of other people have done. I think Ganto and Aubrey did like a run of that though with everyone. Like seeing... Like, it was like walking to Mordor, I think. I can't remember. But I did think it would be cool to do like a level 1, level 5 or whatever, starting from like Bree and, you know, hardcore going to like walking to Mordor. We can get everyone together and do a big event thing for it. That'd be fun. Exactly, through the Vales of Anduin. Right. That's hilarious. You actually have to go up there. Because I haven't even really thought about that before. So up here, wow, through this part. See, I didn't even realize you could actually do that. It's been so long since I have played. I remember when the Vales of Anduin wasn't even there. Like, since I've explored stuff like that. I don't think I've ever been through that pass. Well, surely I have, maybe. That would be so hard, those areas around there in the Misty Mountains, yeah. That's hilarious, though. Alright, let's see. Hey, there it is. Cool. Good call, Az. Oh, sell our crafted sword. We'll keep it and put it in the bank as a memorial. A memorabilia. You could actually go south from B, but it's harder to pass the level 60 guarding the gate at Dunland. Yeah, true. Yeah, because that's my first thought, was to go down past Isengard, right? That would be hard. The gate at Dunland. Yeah. Oh my god, I've got so many things.
What can I do for you?
We've been to the Pass of the Veil in our playthrough. Okay, true. Just briefly kind of gone through there. Well, we can get rid of all of our, like, random swords and stuff. I don't like the look of any of these, so that doesn't matter. Ooh. Throw out all these potions. I'm gonna throw out all of those. Don't need food with 6 might. I mean, it's not really do anything. We've got one with 11 on it. Eight. Ring of... We don't need the mushroom cap of fate. Alright, cool. That's a bit more space. It's fun getting to that point on the Bjorning. It's great to finally get up to Bjorn's house. Yeah! Yep, actually to be around that level. That's a good point. Let's see here. Let me just quickly check. I should be crafting stuff. What am I doing? Do I have any crit things I could use? Should check. This could be a good time for some random, like... Don't think I have any. Oh, I can take that out. Got the traceries. Yeah, he's playing a bear, isn't he? Yep. I'm playing half man, half bear. Man bear. Alright. Crafting, crafting, crafting. Let's do it. Big crafts. Well, that was pretty good. Oh, we're halfway through level 50 as well. I was going to say, it took us a while to get into Moria, though. 3 hours in. I don't know if you watched South Park, but do you remember the map? I did make that joke earlier. Yeah, because you weren't in no one said anything, so I figured no one got the joke. But I was saying, yeah, we're half man, half bear, half pig. Oh wait, no, we're just half man, half bear. Man bear. Yeah, I know it well. I've been rewatching through the earlier seasons. While I go to sleep. Man. Wonder if we'll have enough. Didn't realize we'd need so many ores. We're gonna need more actually, aren't we? Because that's only gonna give us about like 700. Yeah. But I guess we can use access on like refining and stuff, right? Maybe we can craft ourselves some new gear. That would be cool. Level 50. I can't believe we've made it this far, guys. It's incredible. I put it down to all you guys, as well as me keeping the character alive, but, you know, it's all the positive support. It's just kept the character going through all the lag, through the falling off cliffs, through the intense fights. There we go, alright. Nearly there. Maybe we just go right around and do some mining like this stream if we don't get enough. It's a big achievement. Now we'll see how much farther you get. Yeah. You mean we'll see you get to max level, right? You gotta visualize it already. You gotta, we've gotta be visualizing it. I will buy.
What do you need?
Expert weaponsmith, tier 5. Is it tier 5? 2, 3, 5, yeah. This one. Yeah, max level. Can't wait for hardcore war mount riding. Oh, I know, right? Wow. I can't believe we're actually quite close to that. Because what is it? It's like we do Moria, then we do a bit of Lothlorien, and like potentially the Southern Mirkwood. But some of those areas are like not leveling areas, I feel like I remember. But Southern Mirkwood, I think, is. And then we make our way down into like Rohan after that, I think, right? Because it's just the Moria, so Shadow of Angmar, Moria, Southern Mirkwood, like Donkledur expansion, then there's Rohan expansion. Was there 2 Rohan expansions, or was it just the one? I guess it was Rohan and then Isengard. And Isengard might have had a bit of Rohan stuff in it. Oh, but then we go over... Wait. When did we go over to Edenrath and like and Dunland and stuff? Is that's Isengard, isn't it? Do you think you'll skip most of Gondor because we played through it all but had the Tortoise Stone to stop XP? But you could just do the best bits here and there. Well, yeah, I think like I'm not going to use the Tortoise Stone on areas like that which is kind of nice. It's nice just to get XP because we're playing hardcore. I just want to level up. Like I wouldn't want to be using the Tortoise Stone and then die, you know, and be like, God damn it, we could have been high level, you know. Puff. Hey, Dante. How you doing? Hope you're well. Welcome in. We just got to Moria. We literally just went into the gates of Moria, and I did a little spiel about what we're sort of what we've done level 1 to 50 and other things, which you shall see in a YouTube video in the future. I will be putting together. But yeah. That would be very sad to die from trying to do everything and stop XP. Yeah. So that's what it is. Kind of quite nice because normally I would go through and like be doing everything and be very patiently going through and doing deeds and all this sort of stuff, which I still want to do a bit of. But I've played a lot of LOTRO as well, so I am just enjoying like pushing through and trying to get to the maximum level. And because it's a hardcore character, I wouldn't want to like not be doing that, you know. So yeah. Bev, could you please let me work in peace and not seduce me with LOTRO adventures? Oh, man. Well, you missed my massive seduction of adventures, that's for sure. Luckily, thankfully. My descriptions of areas. I hope that was good as well. I guess we'll see. I'll have to check the VOD. See how much of it is salvageable into a potential YouTube video. Yeah, just leveling and not being a completionist. Yeah, and if we get to max level, then we do some other crazy things. Any close death encounters? No, not really. We've had a really chill stream, honestly, because we mainly were doing quests outside the gates of Moria. Which is an instanced area, which I did not realize, but it is all an instance. So wait, let me see here. I should make them all. Yeah. So it was all in an instance sort of thing. So yeah. Just one at the Rivendell Forge. Yeah, actually, you're right. There was a real close call with death at the at the Rivendell Forge. You're right. I clipped the end of it when you walk through the doors. Nice, Alette. Oh, that would be a cool clip. Because I feel like I liked that little spiel about now that leads us here with Eriador behind. It's the one thing I actually wrote that I scripted. Scripted stream, guys. I spent the whole day texturing wooden planks, and I made like 10 wooden plank versions, and they look so AAA. Ubisoft, if you read this, hire me. Yes. Yeah, Ubisoft. Ubisoft are totally gonna read this, dude. Yeah. I missed that bit. Waited too long. Oh, really? Wait, I'll go back and clip that. It's alright. I will say though, Alette, your clip from the other night playing Subnautica is at 31 views. You're number 1 on the clip leaderboard at the moment. I don't know if you realized. It was just when you entered. Okay, yeah. I have the icon for it. Oh, you do? Yeah, Clips Leader, #1. Yeah, that's cool, actually. I only just realized that. Overtaken. That's good, though. I'm #1 2 times. Yeah. First. I guess I'll do jeweler. You look very you do look very fancy. It's good. You deserve it. What are you drinking? What kind of Australian vodka is this? It is a... Oh, where's my... It is an oak chocolate drink. I had a little bit of that left, but I also have here a sparkling watermelon Korean soda soft drink. Yeah. Which is quite nice, actually. Very sweet. Overly sweet, but refreshing. Never seen this. An oak. Yeah, okay. Must be very, very Australian or oceanic brand. Other chocolate milks are available. I'm not advertised or sponsored by Oak. But they just put spam on the side of it. Look at that. It's just a whole lot of just spam. It's just like a massive text dump. Kills hungry, thirsty, dead. Yeah. It's like... What's hungry, thirsty? It's a state of weak. No, I was talking about the Kim Jong-un drink. True. This... Yeah. This... It says upper on it. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. This little yeah. Yeah. I hear flavoured milk is relatively more popular in Australia compared to other places I've seen. I've heard that too. Oh, really? Okay. That's true. I've been drinking something similar, but from Vietnam. It was so sweet. Yeah, a lot of the, like, I got it from, like, the Asian grocery that we have down here. We have, like, sort of Asian groceries. I think it's a mix of different things, but it has, like, sort of, like, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Taiwanese sort of foods and that sort of thing. Vietnamese as well. But yeah. Some good stuff there. I think it's popular in New Zealand too. Yeah, that would make sense. Definitely. The can was really weird touch, like very plastic type. Yeah, okay. This can's just the classic can. I think this one's more like an international thing. I was looking up the company and it's like one of those international companies that just does stuff all over the world. So it's not really sort of proper, like a proper Korean drink or anything like that. It's more like the international. They probably don't actually sell these in Korea. Or they might, but you know, who knows. While I'm just crafting here, I'm actually going to go see if I can find the VOD and actually maybe clip that part myself. do a little clip speed run here. I'm gonna beat you to the leaderboards, Alette. That's it. Fight. Fight. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either. Let's see. How's your neck, by the way? Still in one piece. Still in po piece. It's good. It's a lot better. Yeah, I must have just twinged it slightly. The where the helmet is back in action. But yeah, it is feeling a bit better. I think it was good just having a day off from having the helmet on, you know? I also made one of you saying Balrog of Morgoth, which could be popular. Nice. I don't know, like, whenever I hear it said, I just, like, I just think of, is it Gandalf saying that, I guess? I think it probably is. A Balrog of Morgoth. I'm Gandalf the Grey. Well, so that was enough for us to do a full one. Playing on the same servers, Bev. Yeah, don't have the time to play video games at the moment. Yep. She wishes she could. And she has gotten on and gotten the Explore Our World things. I think it's Celeborn that says that. Oh, yeah, when they're in Lothlorien. Maybe? Or no, Legolas. A Balrog of Morgoth. Yeah, where does he say it? Oh, yeah, no, you're right. He says it at the count, like when they go and see Galadriel. And he's like, where is Gandalf? For I have not heard, for I cannot find him in my mind palace. And then Aragorn, I think, or someone says, he fell. Yeah, Legolas is like, it was a Balrog of Morgoth. That's 1-to-1, guys. That's exactly how it happened. Trust. Yeah. Tell me, where is Gandalf? For I much desire to speak with him. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, has got it. Yeah. That's spot on. We have bad memories. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. That's like towards the end of the movie, so I'm like, by that point, I'm like, I'm asleep. All right, let's get this one to the next one as well. But we can play guess that. We can play that guess the movie from this one still image really well. Yeah, yep. I've got to do a I've got to do a thing of that or something like that. Do a games night of guess the image because we figured out we got a really good way of doing it. I mostly remember it from taking the Hobbits to Isengard music video. It is in that, isn't it? Guess the Lord of the Rings movie. Yeah, it spams those lines for a part of it. desire to speak. Wow, people don't talk like that today. I mean, people don't talk like a lot of the way people do in Lord the Lord of the Rings. It's a cool way of speaking, though. For I much desire to speak with him. Yeah, it would be fun doing that. The Guess the Lord of the Rings movie thing is like, you're given a screenshot from a part of the movie. Like, I'll take a full screenshot, and it will be a pretty hard sort of spot. And you've got to guess which of the 3 movies it's from, and then you get bonus points if you guess, like, the exact moment. And then we kind of go to the next frame, or the next couple of frames, and we get the next screenshot, and it kind of, like, you know, if you can guess it as early as possible, you get the most points, sort of thing. I've seen, like, me and Alette have seen them, like, on, like, Instagram and stuff, where they'll have, or like, you know, TikTok and things like that. And they're always so bad. They're just, like, so easy. So we're like, we were doing our own one, sending them to each other, and it was good. If I wasn't clipping this on the side, I would do one right now. Cool. All right, I've got a ooh, I'll add that to the story as well. I'm just distracted clipping something. Multitasking on stream, guys. This is it. This is what it's all about. Done. Done. All right. Now, we don't have enough ingredients to get these to the next thing, which is a shame. So what do we reckon we do? We're not going to be streaming for that much longer, so maybe I'll just go... do some, like, collecting. We're going to need quite a lot of ore. Gee. Can we buy any? As well, where's the clips section? Clips, and VODs. There you go. Alright, there's the clip for you guys as well. Anyone that missed that little part, there's the end of our little entering Moria. They were such obvious photos, but ours were like photos of trees, and we still figured it out somehow. Yeah, it was like super, like one of it was like, oh, I won't even spoil it because I might reuse them. We might do one in the future, but just super like weird screenshots. How many times have you both watched Lord of the Rings? As saying probably like 12 times. Nice. Yep. Okay. I grew up watching it with my family, and we watch it as a comfort movie at least twice a year, so honestly can't say many times. Yeah, same here. It's like such a comfort movie. I've definitely watched Fellowship of the Ring a lot more. But yeah, like I could not even think of how many times, like 20 plus more than that, even, honestly. Like, it could be like my whole life. And probably say even more than that, 30, 40 plus or something like that. Yeah. I have a question regarding the lore. If Bilbo found the ring so early, why did Sauron sense its presence so late? Well, it was hidden. Also, he doesn't sense it in that same way. He may be connected to the ring, but he doesn't actually have a connection to it. So he, like, it was actually Gollum who revealed where it was. So yeah, let's just say he never really sensed it like that, because Gollum was using it for ages before Bilbo. Like, he knows it exists, but he knows it exists, but he doesn't know where it is. Exactly. And that's actually what the Hunt for Gollum movie that's going to be coming out soon is probably going to be a bit about. But Gollum was Gollum and Bilbo were the only two that knew about it. And that's why when Gandalf comes to the Shire and he finds out about the ring, and then he leaves Frodo and he goes to Gondor and he's looking through all the things. There's actually a huge amount of time that passes there in the movies, and that's where the Hunt for Gollum is going to be set. It's about I think it's about 20 years. It's about 15 to 20 years. That time frame. It's really not, you don't really notice it in the movie at all, but it's a huge chunk of time that passes. And after Gandalf finds out about that, he gives word to Legolas and Aragorn and others who actually go and try to hunt Gollum down. The Hunt for Gollum, right? And they're trying to find him because they realize he's the only one that actually knows. And if the enemy captures him, then he'll tell them. They'll torture him. And that's exactly what happens. Spoilers, but it's in the movies, right? Is Gollum getting tortured and saying, Shire! Baggins! Right? And that's what leads the Nazgul to come to the Shire, and Frodo has to leave. Yeah. Sauron spent a while regaining power after he was defeated too. Yep, exactly. So there's that as well. He's not actually... He's essentially in spirit form still. That's why, the eye he uses to see things, but he's not really, in proper form. Okay, but the intensity of the ring increases when you put it on your finger. Gollum and Bilbo abused it all the time. Yeah, but that didn't necessarily reveal its location. It's more that it's like when the ring has been put on at certain points, it has revealed certain things. Like when Frodo puts it on in Mordor, like randomly, the eye goes to it instantly, right? But he takes it off, and then the eye is distracted. Sauron is distracted by everyone at the gates, the Black Gates of Mordor attacking. He completely forgets about it. It's like it triggers something in him, and it triggers something in the Nazgul as well. It's like an instinct. It's like they hear something, but I don't think it's like, at least for what I kind of imagine, it's not like it's like saying, hey, I'm wearing the ring. Hey, I'm wearing the ring. It's just like they hear a sound. And so in some of those situations, then yeah. It's a good answer, to be honest. ChatGPT's answer is the same from Google AI. Oh god, here we go. Google AI is just going to be wrong though. It's just always wrong. At least ChatGPT will give you a bit of a better answer. But yeah. It isn't a simple ring radar. Sauron's awareness of the ring is tied to the user's connection to it, and their consciousness will to dominate, which Bilbo lacked. Bilbo uses the ring passively and was unaware of its true nature, preventing him from attracting Sauron. Yeah, see, I don't know about that, though, I don't know about it being the fact that Bilbo had no idea of what it was that led it to not. I think that's just, like, an assumption. There would be something in the book that would actually lead to a better answer for it, but, like, the only times that the ring has revealed, like, someone putting on the ring has caused the Nazgul or Sauron to be aware and be sensed is when they've already been close as well. It's not like when he's put the ring on, when Gollum's put the ring on in Moria, suddenly Sauron over in Mordor is like, oh, hey, he's in Moria. No, it's like a close range thing. It's like a sound, you know. It's like a very, yeah. It's like a sense. It's like hearing a sound but not knowing what that sound is, right? So Bilbo being unaware of the ring's power shields him from Sauron, whereas Frodo is aware of the ring's power. Yeah. True, I guess, yeah. Yeah, it is a bit of a weird sort of thing. I feel like there'd be a better sort of deeper answer within the lore. I definitely don't trust Google AI's interpretation of it. I've just like, I am so biased with Google AI at the moment because it has messed me up so many times recently with the way it's worked with things that just are not true and come from nowhere. Like things it puts in there that you're like, where did you get this information from? And you even, it doesn't come from anywhere. It's like, it's pissed me off so much that now I'm just like, I won't even acknowledge it now. I just scroll straight past it. I'm like, get out of here. I can't, I just, it annoys me so much. It's not a magic system that has set rules. Exactly. Yeah. It's always been pretty vague or up to interpretation. Yeah. That's a good way of putting it, Alette. 100%. That was kind of the point of a lot of it, of what a lot of Tolkien's writing. It's like, why didn't they just fly the, you know, fly the ring to Mordor sort of thing? It's like, well, that would defeat the whole purpose of the story, you know? Alright. Do we just go do some mining? Mining.
What can I do for you?
Part of it is also that Tolkien had to retcon the ring's origin when he wrote LOTRO, the LOTRO. So the explanation just fit to what is needed. Yeah, for sure. Because he just written like The Hobbit and he kind of built that on top of that. Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. And that was already about the ring and everything like that. Not flying the ring there makes sense, yeah. Because a fell beast would easily take down an eagle and kill the person riding it. Exactly, but there's all those things up, you know, there's all those questions as well. Like, you know, also, but, you know, why didn't they just fly them over Moria, you know? Like, it's like that sort of whole thing, right? The answer to that question is, well, that's not the story, right? That would make for a really bad story. And the point of it was writing a good story. So, yeah. That question about the eagles makes me so mad. It would make no sense to fly there. Yeah. It wouldn't make any sense to fly there as well. But it's like, it kind of raises that question of why. Why not this? Why not that? Why not this? It's like, well, because story. Go write your own fanfic. You know? They need to wait to summon the eagles and then their presence would be known. Yeah, true. Yep. They want to get there undetected. Yep. That is a very good point. Yep. I think you are right. Like, it is actually just ultimately a silly thing though, isn't it? I just think it's like that thing with a lot of stories. A lot of people kind of say like, you know, why not this? Why not that? And a lot of the time the answer is just because it's a better story. Right? Alright, let's go do some mining. in some cases, but Tolkien did explain in narrative why they chose stealth. Yeah, okay, true. That's a good point. I'm not as well versed in the books as well, so I'm glad to hear it though, because I definitely dislike that whole thing of that. That's just normally my response to to people that say that. He's like, well, that would be a boring story because I don't actually know the deeper writing of it, all that, you know? I don't have that evidence there to back myself up.
What do you need?
We're gonna go to Eregion and do a heap of mining. It would be too risky to fly an eagle to Mordor, yeah. It does make sense, you're right. Okay, Bev, I gotta go working. Take care. You too, Dante. Thanks for dropping in. Good luck with your work and everything like that. We'll be back for more LOTRO on Thursday. See you, Dante. They wouldn't have been able to destroy the ring at all if they'd fly there, yeah. It's just like shooting Frodo out of a cannon, right? Put on the helmet. Dante did redeeming as he's leaving and posture checking. Okay. You're making me stretch first. Oh, yep. Oh, man. I'll be redeeming it all. Yep. Oh, another stretch. Alright, helmet on. Alright. We're in. I hope those stretch dance moves was good enough for you, Dante. They also needed Sauron not to think they wanted to destroy the ring. Yeah, it was a pivotal that Sauron thought they wanted to use the ring against him. True, good point. That's a very good point, Az. See, I didn't really think about that. That's something that's probably more mentioned in the books. Yeah, very good. 2 out of 10. Cool. Well, I mean, for a full body workout, 2 out of 10 is pretty good. Because that was nowhere near that. See you, Dante. If they flew straight there without an army, he'd know how and defend Aman-Arath. Yeah, definitely. That's how they were able to have Sauron empty Mordor, face Aragorn's forces at the Black Gate. True. Very good point. It all lined up, you know, right? I tighten this helmet a bit so it's not as heavy on my neck. Alright. It's a good neck workout though. Gotta get my neck strong. Alright, time to go do some mining, guys. Yeah, we'll probably just chill out, do a little bit of mining, and then jump off for the night. I know we just got into Moria, but we'll be back next stream, and we'll be getting straight into Moria content. And for the movie explanation, watch what happens when the eagles clash with the Felpies during the final battle, and then imagine someone trying to ride the eagle when that happens. 100%, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that is like an absolutely absurd part of that theory. For me, it's more like the flying anywhere. Like, what about any help from them? Like the going over Moria and that sort of thing. But also, I think the point you make that it's like they needed to do it quickly. Like they couldn't just wait around. And also they wanted to be in secret as well. So that kind of just removes that theory, you know. Not that I like either of them, because I just think it's silly. When I was younger, though, I did always think the line that Gandalf says in the movie, the "Fly, you fools" line, I always thought, because I never really read the books, and like, you know, and so for a long time I thought that Gandalf was telling them to fly, you know what I mean? And I think that's where some of the that sort of theory comes from. But yeah. Eagles are a pride race. They don't want to be used as transportation. That's a good point as well. Imagine if there was no Balrog in Moria, the Fellowship would have been so OP. That is very true. All the things have to happen, you know? But maybe it was meant to happen like that as well, right? Because the truth is that the Fellowship was like kind of too big. Alright. I'm gonna take the helmet off because I already kind of feel my... Maybe we'll do a beanie-less end of the stream for once. My head's feeling a bit hot. Oh, it's nice and different. When they helped, they did it of their own free will. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I guess though, like, being Gandalf on top of Orthanc though. Was it Orthanc? Isengard? Fellowship splitting up helped resolve other issues around Middle-earth. Yeah. And it also just made them smaller. Like, do you reckon... I feel like the full Fellowship wouldn't have been able to get into Mordor, right? Sneak in. And I guess the truth is they all needed to be doing their things, and Aragorn needed to be... That, you know, it wouldn't have led to the army attacking the Black Gate and all of that, you know. Or they maybe would have consciously split up to do that. And Gandalf dying was ultimately a good thing because he came back as Gandalf the White. Yeah, exactly. Do wonder how things would play out if the whole Fellowship made it to Mordor. It is cool stuff like that. Talking about this makes me think of, I don't know if anyone is a fan at all of like the Yogscast, old school YouTubers. I essentially grew up watching the Yogscast, love them. But they have like a games night channel. I know Ben and Tom have been playing a sort of tabletop Lord of the Rings, and they started from like the Shire in it with all the characters from the books, and the stories evolved based on like what characters have survived. And I think in like the first game, Frodo dies, and so Sam has to take the ring. So they're kind of making up the story, but based on what characters are surviving in their tabletop game that they're playing like against each other. I think Lewis is actually doing some of that as well, I believe. But yeah, I thought that was really cool because it's got like Freddie Bolger in Moria with Sam and all of that, and they're like, you know, fighting the Balrog, I think, like, or I don't know, it's just completely different. It's like alternate timeline, you know, based on how their characters survive. I love that. It gives me the same vibes of this, like talking about like what happened and stuff. He accepted the leadership from Saruman, who gave it up to be Saruman of many colors. Yes, because he was evil, yeah. Alright, well, just running around doing some mining. This is good though, we're already doing pretty well. Just need a bunch, don't we? We don't actually need silver one that much. Yeah, thanks for hanging around tonight, guys. It was nice. Big exciting stream getting to Moria. I know, not super crazy. We haven't actually like gone into Moria yet and done stuff there, but very exciting to get to level 50. Yeah, we're just gonna be chilling out, getting a bit more ore and stuff before we jump off. In probably pretty soon, actually. At 10:20. Moria is going to be scary. Finally some death pits. Yeah, yep. Definitely. Ones that we actually have to be really careful with. It is going to be scary. I got to pay attention. I mean, I've always had to pay attention, but yeah. But yeah, it'll be nice to kind of get all this ore and actually be up to date with all the crafting, so we don't have to worry about it. Excuse me. Maybe I'll just stay outside in a reggie and not going. So, just a little bit. I reckon we can get it tomorrow. Guess we were a bit underleveled when we went into the expedition, so. Quest or two couldn't hurt. We did have a couple ones around here. Wolfmaster. Oh, that's the one up there, okay. Definitely not gonna do that one. We can go up to the Red Horn Pass. Fool's Hope, is that what that is? Yeah. That would be a big pit, a big fall pit. Maybe we can go to these guys. So we are mainly just looking for ore. But yeah, we can at least run down here and do like a loop. Do that quest maybe, and then like kill this big guy. Trying to think like how much ore I would need. How many ingots? I actually wanted to do both. Hello there.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Find the Red Horn Gate. Really? Well, she wants me to go up there. Guess I could do that. So. So there we go. We'll just keep looking until we jump off. Up to the Red Horn Pass though, maybe? That could be cool. I am down for that. Let's have a look. I want that. I don't really want to fight you. At this point, I should just fought him. Goddamn. Just having a look who's online when we jump off. Goshi is streaming some LOTRO. Did we raid Goshi the other night? I can't remember. My memory is so bad. Is there any way I can see history? Twitch raid. Oh, where is it? There it is. Got it. I don't even have enough to raid anyway. That's alright. Ugh. Let's get out. Let's get away from that. Ooh. see. I'm being very careful not to run off the side of the cliff. Alright, let's go back. Ooh, let's get those. Alright, we'll go back and we'll turn this in. And then we'll end it for the night, guys. Thanks again, everyone, for hanging out. I really appreciate it. It's been a good stream. I was just looking for people to raid to see who's online. I do see Sir Kipdu is streaming Lord of the Rings. So I might send you guys over to him. Let's see, I'll turn in these first. That's if I can. I'm not sure how many of you are here. Let's go back to Khazad-dûm and we'll hop off here. All right. Here we are. At the gates to Moria, pretty much. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Anyone still there hanging out? I know it's been a bit of a long, drawn-out stream. Rissus, thanks for the follow as well. I really appreciate that. We'll be back for some more Lord of the Rings online on Thursday. 7 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time or 9 AM UTC time. Not so much still there as just got here. True. Well, sorry about that, Rissus. I am just jumping off for the night, but we'll be back on Thursday for some more. I do stream for about sort of 4 or 5 hours. I have a schedule set up. If you're interested, I do have a schedule on the Twitch. We also do have a Discord set up as well. If you're interested, just a small little Discord, but mainly for schedules and that sort of thing. If you want to check out the YouTube's over there as well. And for everyone over on the YouTube, there is the Twitch. But I'm going to send you guys, if I can, over to Sir Kipdu, who's playing some Lord of the Rings online. Let us see. Cool. Alright, well that's all working there, ready to go. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out, and even Rissus for popping in as well. I appreciate all the support, the follows, the love, and the chatting. And I'll see you all guys next time on Thursday and then over the weekend for some more variety. But I hope you're all well and you stay well. And I'll see you all next time. All right then, guys. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye then. Bye, 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 bye.